GloryDaze, the best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim on Radio Nova.
With Apple Green, brightening your day. Now, bringing over 400 M&S food favourites to make every stop tastier.
Now, let that be a look.
Jay, now. What's wrong with you?
All over the place. You're all over the place.
What are you talking
One minute
about?
you're over there on the right-hand side. The next minute you're over there.
I'm never over there for the podcast.
You're always all over the shop.
What's wrong with you, you cranky fucker?
I can't keep up with your movements. Unbelievable.
Yeah, no, there you go. Now
we're all confused anyway, aren't we? It's the wrong day and everything.
It's the wrong day. We're doing it on a different day because I don't know. I wasn't listening. That's the great thing is, I'm no attention to the detail. I've always thought it's a great benefit to not care about the detail. Jim gets wrapped up in the detail. Well, why would that be going there? And why does that button up that way? And what way why does the key go in there instead of up there? And the poor fella's driven mad. That's what I find. Poor fella's driven mad.
You're more of I was going to say you're more of a big picture man. But you're more of a sort of tell me after it's done, man. I'm more of what were the consequences of not paying attention type of person. To be honest with you, that's more. It's like that great expression about it's meant to be sort of like the inspirational kind of thing, isn't it? There are those in life who watch things happen, and there are those in life who make things happen, and there are those in life who wonder what happened.
What's going on? What's going on? How did I? What? No one told me. They did multiple times. Multiple times.
That is one of your great things as well, is the fact that you can actually, with a straight face, and with genuine looks of incredulity and everything, that you can actually look at somebody and go, I didn't know that.
I didn't.
Nobody told me.
Well, I didn't.
Nobody told me.
I did.
I didn't see that. I didn't. And it might be.
I didn't know. Granted, I wasn't fucking listening when you said it.
Granted,
but
the reason you didn't know is that might be under concern or under consideration.
Yeah.
But you're genuine in the fact that you didn't know.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
How would I know? I wasn't listening. That's the whole point. I wasn't listening. You probably knew that.
Yeah.
When you asked me, do you know what's happening, and there was a delay, and I went, yeah. You knew. Let's not pretend there wasn't two of us in it.
I would just say you're possibly maybe the onlyest, pushing it a bit, but one of the few people who actively promotes your own lack of work and lack of kind of investment in your job.
I want people to know what they're getting.
Away for it and get celebrated for it. Just mean, very few other people would turn around and go, do you know something? I do fucking nothing. I do nothing. Literally nothing. And, whatever. And other people go, fair play to you, PJ. Fair play to you.
I don't know. People vote for those people all the time, Jim. We're in a country that's ruled by it. Well, I'm just following the example that's been set by the higher ups. That's all. Yeah,
that's mad.
I guess it's not about the labour. It's about the results, isn't it, Jim?
Yes.
Did you get the result that you were looking for? Is everybody happy at the end of the day?
Right.
Granted, we could have done things differently, but did we get there? Did we cross the finish line? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. That's it. Is everybody happy when it's finished? Yes, Jim's not. He's wrecked. But is everybody else happy? Yes, I think they are. Then I think that's fair. The end justifies the means in that sort of way.
Right.
Or the ends justify the lack of means.
Yes. Yeah, I know where you're going with it. I'm trying to think of a suitable analogy for it. It's I don't know. It's a bit like somebody in a company maybe coming in who hasn't been in for the entire year.
Yes.
Or whatever.
But they get the job done.
No, they don't contribute at all. They've just been out for whatever the reason is. And then it just so happens on the day they came back that the company had won an award or something. And they join in with the celebrations of it, part of the team. But you literally you contributed nothing to it. Now, let's get tied down in semantics here.
No.
You know what I mean?
I'd like to say it's not like that at all. It's like Ronaldo being injured, and the team has had to get through a final that they have no hope in making.
Right.
Except that's the day Ronaldo's not injured, and then he comes back, scores a hat-trick, and everybody wins the trophy and says, thank God, when the final hour,
right,
Ronaldo was here to save the day.
Yeah, now some people might be listening to that thinking, a bit of a God complex there, what do you think? But no, you mean it from a different perspective, obviously, I'm sure.
Yeah, as in, if Ronaldo was as good at his job as I am at mine, the world would be a better place.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So it's not a God complex at all. No.
Yeah. What you're saying is that, I don't know, 0.5% of you is worth 100% of a lot of other people.
No. Now hold on now. Let me think my way out of this. That's not what I'm saying.
Not so. Not at all.
Like if you know, you get 99% of the work done, granted, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people do, you know.
But you're not going to get to 100% without the person who gives you 1%.
Yeah, but that's that's where the margins are, Jim.
Exactly.
That's where the margins are.
That's it. That's where you can come in and
that's
go.
what they always say with professional athletes. We can all run a mile in an hour. Right? We can all do it.
Yeah.
But when it gets to the sharp end, the fastest people in the world, what's separating them? Millimeters.
Yeah.
Or however they measure
and
it.
You are
time, milliseconds.
Yeah. You are that millisecond.
I'm the extra 1.10 millisecond. That's it.
That makes the difference between 100% or 99.9999%.
Yeah, between winning and losing, Jim. Between living and dying.
Crazy.
Yeah.
He's very. Yeah, he does love a good binary when
when it suits me. Yeah. Yeah, when it suits me.
What a talent! What a talent!
But I don't know. Doesn't everybody? I mean, yeah, it's become a running joke. But I'd like to say there's huge effort goes into everything for me. There, I'd be worrying about about things. You know.
Yeah.
I'd be worrying about all kinds of stuff. You know?
I know you do. Look, in fairness, you do. You do have a lot to do during the show. None of it is necessarily related to the show or the station, but you do have a lot to do.
I'm have to get the message. Sorry, I'm busy.
There you go.
Sorry. It's a young one. I'm trying to get a date off.
He would have a lot on his plate.
You do.
You're a very busy man. That's the thing. That's the thing most people don't understand about you.
Yeah.
Is how busy you are. Like your days are generally stuff happens every day for you.
A bit. There's always something going on. It's always a drama. Always a drama.
Very little in the way of promoting PJ and Jim.
Well, you're all right. You don't have a dramatic life, you bastard. You're grand. All right.
No. Oh,
your drama's self-inflicted. You be there going, I hate myself. I need to whip myself with a belt and all today. I haven't done that in ages. I haven't worried too much about anything and all. You know, you'll be doing that. And you're a well-behaved man. You go for your few points, you don't act the bollocks. You go out with your friends and you're nice to them. You go out and you're with your missus and you get on. What sort of relationship is that? You get on. Oh, I'm a man of constant drama and effect. I walk out the door. God knows what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Someone shouts at me and I run away or something happens or, you know.
It's the fact that it's like that, you know, PJ would say to you, oh, for fuck's sake, I tell you something, the phone never stops. They're ringing me, they want me to do this series on this thing and these other crowd are ringing me, they want me to do these talks about this other thing. And then these other person ringing me about considering a new book and this other thing is happening and they want me to be involved in this other project and then there's this other thing ringing me about when they want me to act in this thing. And he's looking at it. You don't know how lucky you are, Jim, that your phone never rings. Nobody ever wants you to do anything, Jim. You don't know how lucky you are.
He doesn't. No idea. Takes it for granted.
Yeah. You don't know how lucky you are to be sitting there. You know what I mean?
Try it sometime.
Just sitting there. Okay, yes, you don't get all the money at the end of it and all, and you don't get all the glory and everything or whatever. But I tell you, the phone never stops, Jim. Phone never stops. You don't know how lucky you are.
I'll tell you something. Try it sometimes.
Yeah, that's exactly it. P. Flynn, that's you. Try being a very successful, very wealthy individual.
Not easy to run a house filled with servants. Try it sometimes, yeah. See how you get on.
Exactly. You try having to be. Oh my God, having to be in demand all the time.
It's not even that. That's not even the hard part. Hard part is my penchant for drama. You know when you meet people in life, and I think you're one of them. A regular, normal, not a regular person. You're far from a regular person.
I'm very regular.
Well,
once a day at least.
See, yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. But you know what I mean? But you mean people, and you'll be one of those people, so it's like no drama. People, they don't want drama.
No.
It's like, I just want to get on my life. I just want to get through my day. I want things to, people just, if people do what they do, I'll do what I do, and we get through the day. Just no drama. No drama.
Easy?
Yeah, like that. That's Jim's favourite part of any movie. Adam and Paul.
Yeah.
Why can't things be easy?
Yeah.
Just once.
I don't know why that doesn't get quoted more.
Yeah,
I know. I mean, everybody going on with your, you can't handle the truth, or you had me from hello, or whatever. Surely it's one of the greatest movie quotes of all time.
Of all time.
It's literally, it encapsulates the human condition.
Your condition. Because I like the drama, Jim. I like it.
Yes.
I can't stay away from it. I'm magnetised towards social
Chaos.
and work and chaotic spinning and drama, I didn't have drama for a few weeks, so I was sick. That's what happened. The body started to shut down.
Right.
You know, I need it. It's something in it. I need the drama. I can't understand it. I can't explain it. So something in me loves the drama, Jim.
Well,
something in it.
You've been successful in that regard.
Oh, very dramatic. Oh my God, everything's dramatic. And that's the thing about Jim. I tell you, everything's dramatic. I go for a packet of biscuits and come back. You're not going to believe what's about to happen.
But there is a
You're
weird.
Not going to believe.
You know the way we joke about your mate. I'm allowed to say his name.
Yeah, I'd say so. Who?
Yeah, John Lynn. And he was
John.
Now.
How you do? Yeah,
exactly. Now,
he's
so
worse.
I've never met John, right? And but I absolutely love the man. I've never met him, and that's the way. It's a bit like Daniel Day-Lewis, right? You know the way me and Daniel Day-Lewis are really great friends.
Yes,
even though we've never ever met each other or spoken.
That's what they like about each other.
It's like some people go in for the normality of kind of like having to hang out and speak to each other. Ridiculous. True friendship is never having to say anything.
Never having to say anything. Yeah.
Right, and John Lynn is kind of similar. I've never met the man, but the stories that PJ tells me about him are just
unbelievable.
Some of my favourite stories of all time. But we talk about him being a man who just cannot avoid drama.
He can't avoid it. Every time you meet him,
him,
his catchphrase, right? This is a man who is just unbelievable, terrible look. Consistently, time after time. And I mean unbelievable, inconsistent, horrible look.
Yeah.
Like nothing goes right. So his catchphrase, because every time you meet him, honestly, you go, how's it going? And he goes, you're not going to believe what's after happening.
Yeah.
And that's what he says.
Yeah.
Every time. And every time it's unbelievable. It's incredible.
Yeah. But I'm just thinking, I wonder, does John Lynn be there, right? If he was listening and thinking, I'll tell you something. He's got some nerve, that lad horse.
Yeah.
Saying that I bring the drama.
I bring the drama.
Because you literally could do that. You could potentially go to get yourself milk from the shop. Well, you wouldn't get milk because you hate milk.
Yeah, but
you could go to get whatever from the shop. Or you could go whatever. And
something was happening.
There will be always drama.
There'll
always be an event will surround you.
That's true. Here's the difference. It's not always negative with me. Dramatic, yes. Consistently and always dramatic.
Right.
Always dramatic. Yeah. Always an event, like you said. But not always misfortune. With John Lynn, it's always misfortune. Always. Right. Every single event is misfortune. He brought 3 people I know out for a meal once. And he paid for it. He organised it, he got it all done, and he somehow ended up getting punched in the face for saying something he never said. And then his fiancée gave him back his ring. And he got blamed. The guy is just, it's extraordinary.
It's incredible.
He was just about to sign to a big agent over in England, and he got, what's that thing? I nearly said vagina. What's the name of it? What's that thing you get that makes you really sick? It's like chicken pox for adults.
Oh,
scabies. No.
Yeah, no, it's along those lines.
It's not syphilis. Yeah. Whatever, but you got a thing that wrecked him for months.
That's how unlucky he is. We can't think of the proper name.
Can't even think of it.
For adult chickenpox.
Yeah.
And so we've just given him syphilis and scabies.
Syphilis, scabies, and vagina.
Because we know it starts with an Shingles. There we go.
What it is.
Syphilis and scabies was way funny.
Yeah. That's what That's it. This is a fella who, when he said he was going to try and make a break for it in America, and a friend of his told me he had a place for him to stay. And he said, thank you, I'll go to America. And he arrived at this is absolutely true. He arrived at this man's house and he says, come on in. And he says, thank you so much. I need to be here for a few months. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. And he brought him into the house, and then they kept walking through the house out into the garden. And the man pointed out a hammock in the garden and says, there you go. You can stay there. He says, what? A hammock? He goes, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Never rains here.
Never rains. It's the summer. Won't be a bother on you out here. He said, you think you'd have told me it was outdoors, horse.
By the way, he's not the same person. He's not the same person who did actually land a particular acting job.
No, it was a friend of his,
right.
One of his good friends. So obviously there's a trail of this, right?
Yeah.
His good friend, really good friend, he was the one that went to America first, right?
Yeah.
And he says, John, you have to get out here. This is where it's all happening. This is where it's going on. If you're not in America now trying to be an actor, you're not going to happen. LA is where it's at. I have an agent. I'll introduce you to some people, blah, blah, blah. This is the guy that was going to introduce him to other people in Hollywood. He goes, Grant, he goes, I'm after getting a part in a movie, a surfing movie. He goes, do you know how to surf? No. It doesn't matter. I have 3 weeks to learn it, whatever it is. Of course, he says, I'll put it, you put it off.
Yeah.
He said, it'll be grand. Look, how hard is it? You stand up on the plank, you come in. I've been in the sea, right? He goes,
slight giveaway early doors might have been him calling it a plank.
Right? So he goes out his first day on set, they put him in the wetsuit, the surf. This guy has never surfed, right? He doesn't know what he's there. He goes, oh my God. Huge crew, like the film crew and everything. Says, we're doing the opening sequence of the movie first day one, right? He has a timesheet, the whole lot. Says, you just go out, catch a few waves, we're going to film it. Gentle day to start, right? Yeah. He's like, yeah, okay, yeah. And he tries to paddle out on the surfboard and he's not getting anywhere. He's just like moving his arms. Yeah. And the surfboard's still in front of him. He's like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. So he gets off the surfboard and he starts walking it into the sea, right? Yeah. And he walks it up until the water was at his chest. And then he was, I can't climb up onto it. He couldn't get up onto the surfboard. And he got up onto the surfboard eventually and he was trying to turn around, doing the doggy paddle and everything. He kept getting thrown off it and turned off it. And he couldn't catch any waves, and eventually he realised he was drifting further and further and further down the beach sideways. Until he was miles away. Yeah. And then he says, that's it, I'm going to run away. And he came out of the beach he got washed way down sideways, and he just came out of the beach and ran away.
Brilliant.
Left his clothes, everything.
They did kind of go, oh God, we better get the rescue guys.
They were just filming, watching them going.
He must be planning something. He must be going to come back on a big sort of.
Yeah, they just filmed him going all the way across, sideways, falling off the surfboard and getting out and running off the beach, leaving the surfboard behind him and running away. And absolutely incredible. Fantastic. Absolutely incredible. And he has another friend. Back in 2007, the iPhone came out. Yeah. And the iPhone was like, this is the thing. And this guy goes, I'm getting my act together. I'm after buying an iPhone. He rings him from London, and he goes, it's this is what I'm going to use. It's like it's like a personal computer. I'm finally going to get. And then the voice stopped. And your man, the first call he made in the iPhone was to John Lynn. First call ever. And a guy on a scooter in London drove up on the footpath and snatched it out of his hand and drove off up the road.
The first call. John's first iPhone.
And John's talking to, John, hello. Yeah.
Oh man,
it's absolutely incredible.
It's obviously unbelievable. There's obviously like an aura or an emission that kind of keeps you in this kind of gravitational pull around just other dramatic, chaotic,
but remember
crazy
then,
sort of.
We were talking about him before, and I went to Google him.
Yeah.
And I spelt his name slightly wrong and put John Lynne, Lynne, instead of Lynn. Do you remember that?
Right, yeah.
It came back, and this is genuine. Anyone can Google this now. John P, I think, Lynn. And we found the unluckiest man in the history of the world had the same name. Do you remember that?
Officially the
unluckiest man. Do you remember that story?
Yeah.
He'd been hit by lightning 3 times. He fell out of an ambulance and fractured his back. He'd been attacked, and he was like officially, and is officially known as the unluckiest person. He lived in 1700s or something.
Wow.
Like that. So it's in the name. It's a curse.
Incredible.
It's like a curse.
And do you know what the gas thing is? I've actually never even, and deliberately, I've never even Googled John as in your mate as a comedian, because I don't want to know what he looks like. I don't want to know anything like that, because in my head, it's perfect. The stories you've told about him and all the stuff that goes wrong. He's a caricature.
I love him.
He couldn't ever live up to what it had to be head on.
I absolutely love him. And one of my favourite things about him is he's so used to chaos. Like, we did a gig in Tyrone years ago, and we knew before we even started, this is going to be horrible. We just knew, like a graveyard, it's just one of the. So a lot of gigs in the north, they don't even know what's on. They just go up to the theatre on Friday and goes, what's on tonight?
Oh, right.
And they go, it's a comedian fella. And says, comedian? All right. I'm hoping to be a magician or something.
Yeah.
And they just go in. And we knew it was going to be shit. And John then walked out and he started with his good stuff. And he's a very good stand-up. And nothing. Stared at him. And he walked up to the side of the stage to where I was standing and went, covered the microphone and went, it's fucking rough out here, horse. And then walked straight back out and started doing the set again with nobody laughing. And I was like, oh my God. And the dread I had knowing I had to go out there, and he was just standing there going, anyway,
Do you know what?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I just hope, right, that there's almost like a parallel universe somewhere, right, in John Lynn's world, where he has a gym. He has a mate who's a gym that he talks to regularly, and he's going around and go, I'm going to have to tell you about PJ. He's the most, I'll tell you something, he's the unluckiest man.
He's the unluckiest, yeah. Never lands on his feet at all. And the hardest working fellow I've ever met.
There you do know you're in a parallel
You
universe.
do, yeah, you're going, that prick! He doesn't even know, he won't even put on his own trousers.
GloryDaze. It's the very best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim on Radio Nova.
With Apple Green, helping you enjoy a better journey. Now offering hundreds of M&S food favourites on the go.
Now, if you're somebody who, as indeed my learned friend and colleague PJ Gallagher is today, struggling with a bit of tiredness, aren't you?
Oh,
feeling the exhaustion.
As always.
And you might be thinking to yourself, I really have to do something about my bedtimes. But no, you don't need to worry about your bedtimes. You need to worry about your other half's
Your other
bedtimes.
half, that's what they're saying now. They're saying if you want a perfect night's sleep or as close to it as you can possibly get, you need to change your routine and make sure that you always and routinely go to bed together at the same time.
Rubbish.
Well, I think so too.
Right, so
That's
the
what they're
idea
saying.
is that if you both go to bed at the same time,
Yeah.
that you get more rest, you sleep better, yeah?
That's the idea,
theory.
yeah.
Okay.
Because there's no interruptions in the bedtime routine for the person that's already in the bed.
Right.
And no sort of disgruntled reactions from the person who's then later on currently getting to the bed.
Right.
So it makes everyone have a better sleep. That's what they're saying. That's what they say, yeah.
I mean, look, in theory...
In theory, of course.
In theory, it all
life
sounds
isn't.
great, you know what I mean? Like, why would you have somebody disturbing somebody who's already asleep and all that sort of carry on? It's just, it makes no bloom of difference.
Because I'm not getting into bed to lie beside you and just be awake.
Well, that's
You know,
the
I don't
thing.
want to sleep.
If you go to bed at the same time and one of you does struggle to sleep, surely you're going to annoy the other one.
Of course you are. Are you still awake here? Are you asleep?
Well, I put the telly on. No,
What's going on? Did you see Mary earlier on today? You know, you're gonna. You can't just lie there and just be awake just to please somebody else, right?
Yeah. But even regardless, I don't think I can't see how it would make your sleep better. I get it. If it was a situation where you sleep soundly, you have no sleep problems, except somebody disturbing you, grand.
Yeah,
there might be a solution. But if you struggle to sleep, somebody getting into bed beside you, you know, that's suddenly going to make you sleep better. That's not going to make any sense at all.
It's rubbish, yeah. I mean, obviously the best thing is to not sleep in the same room.
Now you've cracked it.
Oh, and preferably different houses.
Okay, a touch too far now.
Next door to each other. Well, I know that we're in a world that you can't afford or such a thing, you know.
That might be the one, all right.
You know, but like, definitely if you...
And that's a good point as well. If as Kevin and Kilcocker's just made, right? Suppose you were those people who they decided that, you know, for the benefit of everybody, somebody snores or somebody has whatever weird wake up times or whatever, that you did have separate rooms or separate beds. Do you still have to go to sleep at the same or go to bed at the same time?
If you separate beds in the room, maybe you do.
Well, exactly.
But definitely not if you have separate rooms. Gee, but that'd be a ludicrous thing. Imagine.
And then that's
you texting it all. I can't sleep. Are you still downstairs?
Because you could flip it on its head as well and say that if that's the case, then if you're going to apply that theory, that means that you should both be getting up at the same time. So that idiots like us that get up at 4:30 in the morning aren't disturbing people who can get up at a normal time. So that doesn't work either.
No, that doesn't work. No, at all.
I suspect Yvonne probably sleeps a hell of a lot better when I'm gone.
Well, that's true, yeah. That's also probably why Jim stands in the corner to sleep. He doesn't even get into the bed some nights. He just stands there. He just goes, what's the point?
I don't like to be a nuisance.
I'll only get 15 minutes anyway, and I don't want to be annoying anybody. So I'll just stand here and get some shut-eye leaning into the wall as hard as I can.
Sure, I'm a little bit closer to the bathroom for the morning anyway.
Yeah. So maybe I'll just sit in the Jackson. Think about my life instead of going to bed tonight.
GloryDaze. It's the very best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim on Radio Nova.
It comes to all of us at some point, okay? And I'm not talking age or anything else now here.
No.
There will be a moment where you have to have a conversation. And the conversation won't be one of those nice, friendly, chatty conversations. No, it'll be one of those real awkward, how in the name of God am I going to tell him that type conversations?
Or ask a question you're uncomfortable asking, all these things. So what are the most awkward conversations that we can possibly have with each other? Somebody's actually bothered to try and survey people and find out what they are.
Yeah.
And,
Fair play.
I agree with most of them, to be honest.
Most of them are the ones you run away from. The ones you try and avoid at all costs.
Well, now,
burying your head in the sand.
Except for number 3, if you're
really?
me. Yeah, mental health struggles. Some of us never shut up about them, Jim. You know.
Yeah. But you really took to that idea of it's good to talk, didn't you? You really did take to it.
I've never been the strong.
Weirdly,
I've never been the strong silent type. I'm more the.
In fact,
mouthy.
Strangely, you took to it before you had any mental concerns whatsoever.
That's true.
You took the it's good to talk approach.
I did, yeah.
Fair play to you. Fair play to you. Well done, PJ.
The amount of things Jim's told me in confidence, I just told everybody. I think it's good to get the practice in.
It is. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, share. Yeah. You'll thank me for it one day, Jim. Will I thank you for that?
Yeah. Things are only embarrassing if you're embarrassed, Jim. Don't worry about it. I told everybody. But the number one, I think, definitely rings a bell with me, and that is asking for money back. When you loan friends or family money and then you feel like you are the one begging when you have to come doing it, you know.
Anything back.
Anything back at all. Anything back at all. Like, you know, anything Jim's ever that's gone, right? Whatever he gave me over the years, books and whatever, it doesn't matter. That's not the thing. But, you know, money in particular, because you know the way you go through this thing and you go, oh, listen, no pressure. No grief and anything like that. But, you know, the 500 quid I gave you 2 years ago, I had it. Me and her are going on holidays next week. Yeah. And, you know, I've the car part. Remember, I got the car after that.
Because that's
so I have that coming up.
Yeah, that's the part you're always curious about. Is like, you're going on holidays.
Yeah.
All right. It's just okay.
Right.
I didn't. Oh, sorry. You know, just a bit surprised because you were saying you were stuck for rent and all. Yeah.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. Thanks for helping me out with that. So I really appreciate it. The thing is, I don't have it now because I'm going to Turkey, and you know, and you're thinking,
because I literally,
did you pay all your other bills?
I know a story of a mate of mine who literally lent. Now the other person wouldn't necessarily be a mate of mine, but lent this person, you know, money, and it was for like something really important, like rent. You know, literally that week's rent to get them through.
Yeah, I'm in trouble. Exactly. I'd never ask you. Yeah. Only I'm in trouble. Yeah,
you know, I never got it back.
Yeah,
and like would see this person in, you know, having whiskies and whatnot in the local boozer and
sitting there with a 21-year redbreast in his new shirt. You know.
Right, you know.
Yes, and you're like, is there any chance? I'm a bit, you know yourself. I've never really recovered from the financial.
And especially if they take the thing of like, oh, here we go. I knew it would start eventually.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that.
Eventually, it's been years.
Yeah, here we go. Every time I come in. For 3 years he's on about this.
A lad you can't even have a drink in a bit of peace.
Literally every time. 3 years he's on about this. Where's me 20 quid? 3 years, I can't do anything. He's after me like a bastard, like a rat.
Money and stuff like that is always going to be
always. And then there's like relationship problems. That goes without saying. You know, that's just part of the deal, isn't it? You know, how much are you allowed to say, how much are you not allowed to say, and then further down the list. But this one gets, I think we all fall for this one. How much you earn? You know, how much you earn is a huge. You know, it's all the big ones are money. Like you know, they always say the big thing that you should do is tell everybody what you earn in your workplace. Because they always say, because what keeps us all sort of non-competing is our bosses.
Right.
They always say your bosses are the ones that don't want you talking about it. You know, whereas if we did, the theory is then we'd all be able to go united and say, well, this isn't fair, we're not making the same thing. Right. But in reality, what would happen is, you know, someone would say, I'm making this much, and you turn around and go, you're making how much?
Yeah.
You never do anything. You don't even wash yourself coming in here. You put tuna in the microwave. You're making how much?
Just want to establish you. Has this happened to you or something? Is this you sound very forceful about this. Has somebody challenged you in the office or something? Has somebody found out what you earn?
Let me just tell you, Jim, it's a mistake I won't make again.
GloryDaze, the best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim.
With Apple Green, helping you enjoy a better journey. Now offering hundreds of M&S food favourites on the go.
Radio Nova.
I'm after reading it there. In Finland, doctors in Finland have sort of come to the assessment. These are like psychologists and stuff where they go, come here, telling people just exercise more is not only terrible advice, it's actually harmful advice. They were saying it like granted, of course, exercising more is a good thing. Yeah. But when someone comes to you with woes or problems or says, I can't find the motivation, or I can't, I'm like I said to you.
For anything.
Like I said to you the other day, I'm 15% bigger than the trousers that I used to wear. And, if
I had turned around and said to you, just exercise.
Just get out and walk. Just do a few walks. Advice. That's terrible advice, because you know what it does? What it seems to do is it makes people feel worse about themselves and is likely to push them the other way. So it's like people say, go to the gym. Have you not gone to the gym? And you're like, I've never been in a gym, a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then they start picturing themselves in shorts and socks and clothes they'd never wear, or feet feeling uncomfortable and walking around the shower, and there'd be fellas there drying themselves with hair dryers and everything. You know, wandering around in the nude, and you're all self-conscious, and then all of a sudden you feel worse than you ever did, and it's like, I don't want to do it, you know.
Did Finnish people who said this now, did they say it was specifically around things like getting in shape, or was it just life in general? Life in general.
You tell people I've aches and pains, my back is sore, and then someone's around and go, there's no such thing as a bad back, you have a weak back. If you did some exercise, the pain would go away, and you're like, oh jeez. And then you feel like nothing feels, you feel less like doing exercise when you get told that than you ever would.
Yeah.
You know what you feel like when someone says that to you? Jaffa cakes. That's what you feel
Absolutely.
like.
How come that never becomes advice?
I know.
Just eat more Jaffa cakes, right?
Have you tried Jaffa cakes? Have you tried them?
Yeah. What do you mean, rub them on me back? No, just eat them. Eat them.
Forget
about your back.
Have you tried rolls? Yeah, rolls of Jaffa cakes.
Do you know what the thing is, right? It's the just in that.
The just, you're right.
Because the just makes it feel like kind of as though it's something simple and you're just not doing it.
Any sentence that starts with the word just is a load of nonsense. It's a dishonest sentence, isn't it?
It's very rare anything is just.
Nothing is just.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as just anything. You know, if someone said, look at you, the size you walking around in the cakes and all. What? I'm just saying. Are you just saying? Yeah. And would you just go to the gym and do just go to the gym and do it? No, there's no.
It's like those people
other
who
factors
say
there, lol, is there not?
Just ring him. He'll sort it out. They never sort it out.
It's the worst thing you can do. Yeah. I was going to ring a professional. I rang your mate Eddie.
No. Just ring him. Tell him I told you. He'll sort you out.
And I rang your mate Eddie. He came around, he took the screws out of the roof and he disappeared.
Yeah, exactly.
Not to just screw a roof on, but you know what I mean.
The very fact he even tried taking screws out of a roof upset me.
Yeah. The fact that he screwed the roof on instead of doing it properly. And now I'm stuck with a screws on roof.
That just thing.
I know,
like it's the simplest solution. Everybody knows it except you.
Except for you, yeah. I need to fix this in the house. Just go down to Charlie in Electrical Wallopers 5 and ask him. Tell him Derek is after sending you, and he'll sort you out in the next 2 years.
Just the idea that there's never going to be a shop called Electric Wallopers 5. I'm sorry. Oh my God. I'd go there just to see what they sold.
And you go, Charlie.
Is this Electric Wallopers 5?
Who's Charlie in Electric Wallopers 5? And you go, he's the fellow who screwed on me roof.
Exactly. Yeah. What sort of electric walloper do you want? Well, I don't know really what I want to wallop you. Yeah. I want an electric one. I'm fed up with the manual wallopers. I want to do the electrical wallopers.
Have you got the petrol wallopers? The 15 amp ones, you know. But it is
you're
that.
Right.
Yeah.
It is. It's And the thing about it is, just because somebody has their own little bit of knowledge, they think,
that's it. Everything else is wrong.
It's almost like.
Everything
and
else
the other thing
is
anybody who delivers that just do this.
Yeah.
There's a bang of superiority off that.
There's
a bang of sort of like.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you! I sorted that out years ago.
It's the same as people who ask you why you did, where you got something old, and they're only asking to give you grief, to judge you.
Yeah,
Where'd you get that telly?
And what's your pay for it?
Where'd you get that telly? I got it off Eddie in Electrical Wallopers. Don't be going to him. He's a bleeding head case. I could have got you one for €5.
Yeah.
Oh, jeebus,
and this would have been a great telly. It's a special telly that screws to your roof.
You hang it out, If once your roof is screwed on, you just hang it straight over.
GloryDaze. It's the very best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim on Radio Nova.
The last couple of days, right? We've been talking about the idea that the summer's coming, mainly because somebody said the weekend was going to be very good. And we've been talking about the idea, there's been all sorts, we've been talking about mad diets, biblical diets, talking about sort of, dad bods and mom bods and all this kind of carry on, right? And what's been happening with the whole sort of fitness thing for a while is this idea that you said this before, it was just getting less and less and less and less.
Yeah.
They were sort of like literally getting to the stage where they were almost short of saying, would you even just walk up and down your hall?
Yeah, it was honestly, and we did do a story.
Walk, if you walk backwards for 3 minutes, it's worth
5k forwards. Do you remember somebody said that to us?
Well, now the worm has turned, it seems.
Now I'm more of, as expected, it's a new story that goes a different way. It's sort of, I was going to say it swings and pendulums, but whatever it is. But so now they say, what is it? 90 minutes of exercise a day is what you need.
90
So
a
it's
day.
gone from 3 minutes backwards to 90 minutes in total of exercise that you need every day to be healthy or in good condition. 90. How could you go from 3 minutes backwards to 90 minutes forwards? That's an unfair change in stories, I think, to be honest with you.
Don't get me wrong. Maybe it's accurate. Maybe it's about time somebody called it as it is. I don't know. But it does seem like a massive change of direction.
I presume.
Actually, in that case, quite literally. Stop going backwards. It's time to go forwards. 90 minutes.
And they also say that's what you need if you want to avoid a cardiovascular event. What a weird way to say heart attack. What a weird way to describe a heart attack. Imagine saying that you're not going to believe what's after happening to Uncle George. What? He had a cardiovascular event.
Did he?
You were like, no way.
What was it? The opening of something?
No.
No, he had a heart attack.
I mean, why didn't you say that, you absolute... Why did you push it like that? A cardiovascular event. What sort of thing is that to say?
Yeah.
A cardiovascular... And on 90... I presume what this means, it's not like 90 minutes in the gym or 90 minutes running down the road. I presume it means all exercise through the day. Like rolling out of bed and that.
Rolling out of bed.
Yeah, what a
brilliant way to ease yourself into exercise. I always find that if I roll at first, I know people say walk before you can run. I find if you roll even before you walk.
Well, it's a warm up, isn't it? And then putting on your shoes and socks. Like, that's exercise. And then wandering around the house.
I'd you be breathing all day, every day?
Yeah, going down the stairs. Like all these things, doing a bit of cleaning in the house
or whatever.
I presume that's what they mean. It can't be 90 minutes of heightened heart rate exercise. That's not realistic for anyone through the day.
I mean, who has the whole idea of all of this weird stuff about, as little as 10 minutes a day could improve your whatever. The whole purpose of that was that people complained they didn't have enough time.
Yeah. And that's why you can walk
backwards. So now you've got to find 90 minutes every single day.
Yeah. Or you're in danger of a cardiovascular event.
Yeah. What's your cardio? Oh, we're opening a new heart in PJ today. It's a cardiovascular event.
Yeah.
There's going to be balloons. There'll be cakes.
It'll be beautiful. And then he's getting 3 stents put in because he's been walking backwards instead of forwards, and he thought it would make a difference.
Oh. And does it say anything about what's supposed to be in the... No, it just says 90 minutes and that's it.
It just says 90 minutes. It doesn't go into what the actual... exercise should be, and that's why I'm guessing it's not press-ups or burpees or sit-ups or that's why I'm guessing it's going for a walk and taking the stairs the odd time instead of the lift. If it's 1 or 2 floors, nobody's going to do 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I'm not a insane Bolt or anything like that.
Insane Bolt.
Yeah, I'm not going to do any of that.
That's a great way to look at it, right?
I'm not going to do anything like that.
Yeah, I'm an insane Bolt.
I'm an insane Bolt. Like a bullet out of a cannon he is. Unbelievable.
Wow. Yeah.
Athlete. I'm not going to be like him or anything.
Yeah.
So
you don't want to be firing bullets out of canyons. Anyway.
Yeah.
So you have to just kind of like, it's an all-encompassing level of activity for the day.
Have your cup of tea standing up outside rather than sitting down at your desk. I think that would count, wouldn't it?
Right.
If you're going for a bar of chocolate, go to the next shop across the road, not the one that's just on the corner. Or
right.
If you're going to have your sausage roll, maybe jog back with it or something like that. Or
here now you're starting.
I'm getting a bit
So you'd be disrupting your digestion and everything at that level.
People would call you that. There he is now, insane Bolt. Look at him running back with the sausage rolls. Like it's going to make a difference to Big E. He ran back yesterday backwards.
You've been listening to GloryDaze, the best of Radio Nova's Morning Glory with PJ and Jim. Catch the show live weekdays 6 to 10 on FM, online at nova.ie, or on the Nova app.